Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a fog? Like the world is moving in slow motion? And your own motivation has just vanished? We've all been there. Life has a way of throwing curveballs, and sometimes it feels like we're navigating through one long dark tunnel. It's easy to lose that spark, that drive that pushes us forward. But what if I told you that even in the darkest of times, you hold the power to reignite that inner flame? Today, we're not just talking about wishful thinking. We're diving into 8 practical, actionable tips to help you find and hold on to your motivation, even when things get tough. This isn't about ignoring the darkness, but about learning how to create your own light within it. So, grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's explore how to keep your spark alive. Our first tip is to break it down. When you're facing a huge challenge, it can feel like trying to climb Mount Everest in flip-flops. It's overwhelming, right? The secret is to stop looking at the entire mountain. Instead, focus on the very first step. If your goal is to find a new job, don't just think I need a new job. Break it down. Today, your only task is to update one section of your resume. Tomorrow, you can browse one job board for 15 minutes. These small, manageable tasks are what we call micro-wins. Each one you complete gives you a tiny jolt of accomplishment. It's a psychological trick that works wonders. You're building momentum, one tiny snowball at a time, until you have an avalanche of progress. So, whatever your Everest is, what's your first, tiny step? Next up, and this one is crucial, move your body. I know, when you're feeling down, the last thing you want to do is exercise. Your couch feels like your best friend, but hear me out. You don't have to run a marathon. We're talking about gentle movement, a 10-minute walk around the block, stretching for 5 minutes in your living room, putting on your favorite song, and just dancing like nobody's watching. Physical activity releases endorphins, which are your body's natural mood lifters. Think of it as a natural antidepressant. It also helps clear your head and break the cycle of negative thoughts that can keep you stuck. The goal isn't fitness, it's feeling. Just a little bit of movement can shift your entire mental state and give you the energy to tackle tip number 1. Tip number 3 is to reconnect with your why. Why did you start this journey in the first place? When we're bogged down in the how, the difficult, tedious tasks, we often forget our why, the passion, the purpose that initially inspired us. Take some time to sit quietly and reflect. Was it to provide a better life for your family? To express your creativity? To achieve a sense of personal freedom? Grab a journal and write it down. Make it visible. Put it on a sticky note on your mirror or your computer screen. Your why is your North Star. When you feel lost in the woods, it's the guiding light that reminds you which direction to go. It reconnects you to the emotional core of your goals, transforming a draining chore into a meaningful quest. Let's move on to tip number 4, curate your consumption. What are you feeding your brain every day? If you're constantly scrolling through negative news, or comparing your life to the perfectly curated highlight reels on social media, you're essentially feeding your motivation poison. It's time for a digital detox, or at least a digital diet. Unfollow accounts that make you feel inadequate. Limit your news intake to just what you need to know. Instead, actively seek out content that inspires and uplifts you. Listen to a motivational podcast during your commute. Watch a documentary about someone who overcame incredible odds. Read a chapter from an inspiring book. You are the gatekeeper of your mind. By consciously choosing positive inputs, you create a mental environment where motivation can actually grow and thrive. Our 5th tip is something we often neglect. Celebrate the small wins. Seriously, we are so focused on the big, final goal that we completely dismiss the progress we make along the way. Did you manage to get out of bed on a particularly tough day? That's a win. Celebrate it. Did you complete that one small task you've been dreading? That's a huge win. Acknowledge it. Celebration doesn't have to be a big party. It can be treating yourself to your favorite coffee, taking 5 minutes to listen to a song you love, or simply pausing and telling yourself, "Good job. I'm proud of myself for that." By celebrating these small victories, you're rewiring your brain to associate progress with positive feelings. You're building a track record of success that proves to yourself, step by step, that you are capable and you are moving forward. Tip number 6 is a powerful one. Practice gratitude. This might sound a bit cliche, but there's solid science behind it. When we're in a dark place, our brains are wired to focus on what's wrong, what's missing, what's hurting. It's a survival mechanism, but we can consciously shift that focus. Every day, try to identify 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be monumental. It could be the warmth of the sun on your face, a kind word from a stranger, or the comfort of your bed at the end of the day. Writing them down is even more effective. This practice doesn't erase your problems, but it changes your perspective. It reminds you that even in the midst of difficulty, there is still good in your life. It broadens your view from the narrow tunnel of despair to the wider landscape of your reality, creating a foundation of positivity from which motivation can emerge. Now for tip 7, and it's about connection. Lean on your support system. Motivation is not a solo mission. We are social creatures, and we need connection, especially when we're struggling. Trying to power through it all alone is a recipe for burnout. Reach out to a trusted friend, a family member, or a mentor. And here's the key: be honest. You don't have to pretend you have it all together. Saying I am having a really hard time and I am feeling unmotivated isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of incredible strength. A simple conversation can offer a new perspective, a dose of encouragement, or just the comforting reminder that you are not alone in your struggle. Sometimes, just having someone listen and validate your feelings is the spark you need to keep going. And finally, our 8th tip: be kind to yourself. This is perhaps the most important one of all. When you're feeling unmotivated, it's so easy to beat yourself up. You might call yourself lazy or a failure. This negative self-talk is like pouring water on the last embers of your motivation. You have to stop. Instead, practice self-compassion. Talk to yourself the way you would talk to a dear friend who is going through a hard time. Would you berate them? Of course not. You'd offer them kindness, understanding, and encouragement. Acknowledge that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to have off days. Forgive yourself for not being perfect. You are human. Giving yourself grace isn't an excuse to give up. It's the fuel you need to rest, recharge, and try again tomorrow. True, sustainable motivation is built on a foundation of self-kindness, not self-criticism. So there you have it, 8 practical, powerful strategies to help you find your motivation when you feel like it's gone for good. Let's do a quick recap. Break it down into micro-wins. Move your body, even just a little. Reconnect with your powerful why. Curate your mental diet. Celebrate every small victory. Practice gratitude to shift your focus. Lean on your support system. And most importantly, be incredibly kind to yourself through the process. Remember, motivation isn't a constant, roaring fire. It's more like a pilot light. Sometimes it burns brightly, and other times it flickers and dims, especially in the storms of life. Your job isn't to prevent the storms, but to protect that flame. These tips are your tools to shield it, nurture it, and help it grow strong again. It's a practice, not a one-time fix. If you are struggling, please know that it's okay to seek professional help. Talking to a therapist or counselor can provide you with dedicated support and strategies tailored to you. There is immense strength in asking for help. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I truly hope these tips offer you a little bit of light and a path forward. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more content on living a more intentional and fulfilling life. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Which of these tips resonated with you the most? Or do you have another strategy that helps you stay motivated? Let's support each other. Take care, be kind to yourself, and remember to protect your spark. We'll see you in the next video.